I have been working on Guild 4 for the last 2.5 years, and in this video I want to talk about the progress that I've made since the last voiced video, which was more than half a year ago. This includes 2 new vehicles, 1 new map, and several performance improvements. I think monster trucks are very underutilized in video games. They aren't just big cars in the real world, they can steer the rear wheels separately from the front wheels, and I can't think of a single other video game outside of dedicated monster truck games that actually makes use of this. I also really like the design. I think this is my best one so far visually, and that's not just recency bias because I've made another one. This car can shoot buzzsaws and pull itself towards them with magnets. I'm also a fan of the particle effect I've made for this. Originally the idea was to make it kind of like Venom from Guilty Gear, in the sense that the buzzsaws could bounce off each other, but I think with how aiming works in this game it would be too tedious to shoot your own projectiles. I think this could work on a map with little to no elevation changes, but on other maps you'd be out of luck, so the car turned out more like a different Guilty Gear character, Bridget. I generally don't want cars to rely on weapons that wouldn't work on certain sections of maps. There's also no vehicle relying on airstrikes or orbital cannons because you will end up in a tunnel, which brings us to the new map. This one will be part of a set of 3 connected maps with a combined size bigger than the open world of Assassin's Creed Syndicate, though that is of course not a fair comparison. From what I've heard, Syndicate's map isn't this empty, which is surprising given it's a Ubisoft game. Anyways, the other standout feature of this map is the heavy use of reflections. I'm using a relatively modern technique for this, which is not at all faithful to retro graphics, but I'm also not trying to be accurate here, and it has major performance benefits, at least on modern gaming PCs. I think a big part of optimizing games and game engines is moving work from the CPU to the GPU, and screen space reflections achieve just that. Also, theoretically, you should be able to run them on pretty old hardware, given a low enough resolution. I would imagine that graphics cards up to 15 years old could potentially run this game with all of its features if the latest drivers are installed. Regardless, I will keep working on the game's performance, and I expect that in the next couple of months I should be able to fix the last major flaws in that regard. I hope to have as many people as possible enjoy this game at high frame rates, though 60 is also fine. I'm also playing at 60 right now for the YouTube recording. There should at least be the possibility, something Ubisoft won't give you.